Hello. Ishnu Dal Dieb.
My friends, last time we left off, we'd completed our trials in Shadow Glen, and were entrusted to transport the magical Moonwell juice to the nearby town of Dalinar, at the request of Tenerin Stormgrip. Now, after finally leaving our little hometown, I was looking forward to seeing what amazing things we would encounter while traveling in Teldrassil. What new quests, what new things to kill, what new adventures to have. But honestly, that place was so boring, so we're just gonna go ahead and cover the highlights. We found a satyr that was bullied by a bunch of different night elves, and we decided to join in and turn him into a frog. We gathered all the quests in the area like a good little adventure to gain that sweet XP. Then while in town, I learned alchemy so I'd be able to make potions to sell and fund my auction house addiction. We got our 2 other runes in the area by killing some bear men and then fighting a wandering weeaboo who wanted to find a worthy opponent in the woods. Take that, nerd. After completing many quests, we made our way to the major city of Darnassus for the first time to attend to important matters. The Archdruid Fandral Staghelm was in need of important news from his druidic brothers, whom had reports of the activities happening in the forest.
Speak quickly, young one. I have urgent matters to attend. Tyrande has no idea how to lead our people.
Fucking dick. After listening to the professional misogynist tell us he has better things to do than listen, we made our way out to finish the rest of our business before leaving Teldrassil. So I finished up the remaining quests and took on a bit more training from our warrior sensei, and before I knew it, we had finished our time here in Teldrassil. All that without even dying. At least this isn't hardcore. Alas, my friends, all journeys must come to an end, and we had made it to Teldrassil's. Now, we make our way to Darkshore for a more exciting time. I hope, at least. Darkshore, a land of Seattle-like weather, crabs more plentiful than an unlicensed brothel, forests and waters with all manners of creatures that want to eat you, and Azeroth's greatest plague, Murlocs. However, this zone isn't just dangerous for your physical health, it's also terrible for your mental health. You'll be walking all the roads, coasts, and tree lines for hours. So much walking. For each of the quests, half of them are located on the other side of the fucking map, so good luck doing them in a reasonable time. By this time in Darkshore, I had realized I was gonna need a lot of add-ons, so I decided to check out some other content creators behind WoW and figure out what I wanted to do myself. Come on, goddammit, center already! After hitting level 10, I decided I was going to stick with sword and board and continue on as a protection warrior. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that this would be a terrible decision, as I was going to need to take 10 minutes to kill every mob, and God forbid I'd pull more than one or else I was fucked. Man, I hate course walking. Anyway, I started picking up quests and killing my way in the forest before I made it to the ruins where all the cool kids hang out. That's where I met up with Asterion from Baldur's Gate 3.
Hello, darling. Don't be shy.
He let me know that we needed to go Ghostbuster on the dead out in these parts and destroy an ancient flame that was summoning him. Another journey to the middle of nowhere, and we put out that flame after allowing our fellow adventurers to do the hard work before returning for our reward.
Inventory is full.
I need more bags. There was another quest in the area to help out this druid, Cerelian, who wanted our help to get his wife to forgive him by capturing her ghost and bringing it back to him. I'm sure that'll win him the Husband of the Year award. So, I grouped up with an elite crew of adventurers in the area, and we walked around in circles killing all the other ghosts while we waited for his wife's respawn timer to finish. While I was pulling all the other ghosts, my group happened to jump her, and I took all the credit like the person who does nothing in a group project. Another long walk later, we bring her back to talk it out with him, and in the end, she tells him that she's not coming back, and to just go back to all his boys and nap in their den. Rip, my dude. Anyway, I walked off and read up more about those runes that I was supposed to be finding in this so-called season of discovery. To my surprise, I'd actually been almost done with one earlier, and I needed to get the head of a spider to complete this rune. So I went back to Darnassus feeling like a failure for missing something I could have had for a while. Then I went back into the forest to kill every spider in the area to get my last piece for the Devastate rune. Neat. After making my way back to Aberdeen, I decided to go kill more of the local wildlife for certain quests in the area, and while wandering somewhat aimlessly through the forest, I made my way to a quest hub with this giant tree man that we'd been asked to visit by Staghound earlier. He told us that we needed to take this magic well to the cultist area and see what they're doing, because I guess no one in 1,000 feet of him can go walk down there and figure it out themselves. By this point, I'd realized something. Dark sure fucking sucks. With all the pointless walking back and forth, and the quests I was too underleveled to complete. And it wasn't that these were even hard, it just sucked that I had to take a 10-minute break between each mob pull, or else I was gonna have no health. Then came the stupid cultist quest near this Cthulhu corpse. Killing all the cultists wasn't even a challenge, but figuring out what the fuck I was supposed to do for an hour in the area, before realizing the quest was done, and using my IT background, googling what the fuck I was supposed to do next, was pretty draining. So, I returned to Treebeard here to finish the quest, even though I just spoke to him through a goddamn magic mirror. Then he said I had to go north and take relics from the old Methystra ruins, because the chuckleheads at the cultist camp were going to use the magic in the area to revive their Cthulhu god. I took up the quest because I got a new weapon out of it, and I mean, it's not like it should be that far away. After taking a couple minutes to regain my composure, I started to head north for a while, truly contemplating if it was worth doing this zone anymore. I ran into another adventure on my way up there for a quest to get some papers from these weird women in the nearby tower, as it seemed that they were making another terrible fanfic of 50 Shades of Grey, and no one in this world needed that. My druid friend proceeded to watch me almost die, but I had potions at the ready. And made it somewhat unscathed through the mission. We parted ways here, and I'd finally reached the northern ruins and went to do my best Indiana Jones impression. For me, this place was no joke. The Naga here obliterated me without even breaking a sweat, no matter how much I tried to use my abilities to slow them down. And it even got to the point where I had to go run all the way back to Aberdeen, because if I didn't repair, I was totally screwed. But my mama didn't raise no goddamn quitter. So, I marched back up there knowing I had to finish a mission. I kicked some bass, and got my relics for Onu. Another hike later, I got my new green mace for my troubles and walked back to Aberdeen to turn in the rest of my quests.
I am honored. Goddess watch over me. Asha Ela.
Feeling the fatigue from all my travels, I looked for a place to sleep for the night. There, I dreamed of traveling overseas with my adventuring fellows to new lands and new enemies.